Renner steiner vaka saler spegla drömmar. Raffen fluga ulfrur säfrur skuggor falla mjölk. Ulfar leka mig i singja ljoma i väg. Dagrus ri soler ljoma i min öppna frider. Himlen ljoma, vindekvister, saler singja i drömmar. Stjärnor dansa, månesken, ljus fäller mjölk. Halvfar vaka jordbror skogar, andre liva i ved. Eldar glittra, vatten spegla, fjäril vaka i natt. Kraften har för mig kalla, sauler finn frider. Ljus öppna dageris i min säng i hjärta. Vintrar kalla i min svara, eldar glöd i hjärta. Fjord blåser, steiner vaka, skuggor dansa i natt. Ulfar singja, raffen vaka, andrar fluga mjölk. Sol faller manugrat, stjärnor vila i väg.
Okay. Good morning. It's the 12th of April. It's 8:32 in the morning, and it's time for Dungeons and Dragons. Session 23 of Raiders of the Serpent Seas, titled simply Choices. Because choices that were made last week or last session are coming to fruition this week. So let's get into it after we do a recap, I believe, by Grim the Ninth, if she's here.
Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. Streaming to you live from Little Rock, Arkansas. My first time here, and it is quite a lovely city. So we begin the session on day 24 of Grimm's Oath. But before I begin, I would like to thank, as I usually do, or I try to remember, all of our Twitch viewers, both live and our YouTube viewers, both live and the ones who watch us later. As an example, this particular session that we had was quite rife with Twitch chat interventions. Things like the person who plays Calico subscribes, and it always makes a really loud screaming sound and gives Engorgio a heart attack, which gives us all great satisfaction because that's one of the only ways we can get back at him when he is mean to us. Spenster77 bought a random trap. Now I'm reminding people on Twitch that you can help or hinder the party, and some people are cheaters in the chat or heroes in the chat, depending on your perspective. I gifted a subscription to Mad Celts. Later on, you'll find out something that I'll explain later, but healing potions were given, advantage were given, and so please come in and interact with us. So before we start, I should say also that we had our last long rest in a storage room. Then we had 3 battles, one with the archers, the second one with magmins, which are little fire creatures. They were very cute, actually, but they deal fire damage and explode when they're killed, which was bad. And then with more raiders and a salamander. So we're quite depleted before entering into this battle with one of our ultimate quarries, Trandle the Wizard. And he is the one who caused the volcano to erupt and engulf Fallingbor, which is the island we are on, which is the main island of the clan of Orn, which is Laurel's adopted clan. Trandle was seen with a red-headed drow and a gold kobold, and we have been joined by Finnan, a cleric halfling who has sworn an oath of revenge on Trandle for killing his people. So, with our depleted party, our battle with Trandle takes 14 rounds. So we start the battle, and Navala closes her eyes. Shadows spread in a circle around her as she channels Twilight Sanctuary, giving those within her aura temporary hit points. Trandle touches his shoulder, and we see a fiery shield appear for an instant around his body. And he says, "Firebark, arise!" And a creature rises out of the lava. Grim casts vicious mockery on the creature, all bark and no bite. Snack is out of spell slots, so she resorts to using cantrips and hits Firebark with a ray of frost. Evan commands Latara to follow and help him, and he starts shooting with his longbow. Laurel goes after Firebark, even though this is her absolute nightmare scenario, reminding you that she is a wicker, a creature made out of wood. And so she is absolutely terrified of fire, but interestingly enough, also water. She casts Hex on it and hits it with her agonizing blast. But Firebark goes up to Grim and Evan, and even with the disadvantage he got from the vicious mockery, he touches Grim and touches Evan, and then Trandle laughs. Calico casts Fog Cloud on Trandle, hoping that without him being able to see, that would help us. Finnan says to Calico, "I'll show you how a real cleric plays," and hits Firebark with a guiding bolt and winks and says, "That's how you do it." Navala casts Shadow Blade and hits, but finds that her melee attacks against Firebark cause her to take fire damage, which causes Trandle to just cackle and say, "Kill, Firebark, kill." Snack moves, and when she gets to a certain part, Trandle laughs and says, "Ha ha ha ha, thank you, Sven." And this is where our chat people start intervening. He bought a random trap, and a big ass rock hits Snack, and she goes down. Calico feeds Snack his remaining good berry, and she tries not to bite him as he feeds it to her. Then Navala calls to Finnan to put her out because she's on fire. But Finnan says, "Put yourself out," casts spiritual weapon and hits Firebark, but he casts Cure Wounds on Snack. So Navala has to put herself out, and we hear Trandle from the Pog saying, "Just like they said, you will go down easily." Grim successfully casts Dissonant Whispers, causing Firebark to run, and Navala hits it with an op attack, but her Shadow Blade disappears because she loses concentration. But thank goodness for Snack and her infusions. She gave Navala Mind Sharpener armor to reinstate it. So she looks like Navala looks like she's on the brink of going down and taking her aura with her. She's still on fire, but Snack is now grinning like an idiot, seeing how her invention is doing such good. Snack, in desperation, drinks the unknown potion she has and feels the immediate urge to relieve herself. And this we had bought like a bargain basement unlabeled potions from a magic shop, and Snack ended up getting one. I believe Laurel gave it to her, and so she just drinks it, and she pisses her pants, and she doesn't care. So she pees her pants, and she feels something bulge in them. And Finnan sees this and says, "Well, you don't have to get all excited on my behalf. I'm just trying to save your life." But Snack reaches in, pulls out the potion, and there is a brown liquid in it like black tea. Now, Firebark takes Navala down, and she is on fire, but Calico luckily puts her out. Finnan actually hits with a Sacred Flame. Vim feeds Navala a healing potion, and Trandle at this point is tired of the fog cloud, so he casts Dispel Magic to make it disappear. And even though she's been burned, Grim taunts Firebark, says all flame and no heat. And Snack crits Trandle, actually attacks Trandle for the first time, and which Laurel calls it a snack attack. But Trandle looks at Snack and says, "So you must be the infamous Snackix." And Snack screams out, "That's not my name!" Two magma mephits pop out of the lava, and they are not cute like the other ones, and one of them goes to Latara and claws her. Calico is standing in front of Firebark, waving his arms madly, trying to distract him, and dodges. But Finnan says, "Stop trying to play with it and kill the damn thing. Be a real cleric." Navala casts a Shield of Faith onto Calico and hits Firebark with her hand crossbow. But then Trandle raises his hand and says, "I will show you the true might of the Ironwood." Grim, Snack, Navala, and Finnan hear rumbling beneath them, and lava spews out in an iron eruption. Navala goes down along with her Shield of Faith. Trandle laughs as the area starts filling up with lava. Grim feeds Navala her last good berry. She sees a very faint, almost invisible, shimmering line connecting Trandle and Navala and tells her. Snack takes a deep inhale of breath and outsprays golden sparks at Firebark. She can do that once more. But seeing what Snack just did, one of the mephits takes a deep breath and breathes onto Latara and Evan, as well as its companion, and Latara goes down. Laurel, agonizing, blasts Firebark with everything she's got, inspired by Navala's recent fall, because reminding you that every time somebody dies in the party, Laurel gains inspiration. It's part of her epic background up to her proficiency bonus. So she destroys Firebark, thank God. Calico runs to the magma mephits, try to distract them from attacking Evan, and dodges. Navala asks Trandle who he is, and he says, "I am an emissary of friends of yours." And she has a feeling she knows who he's talking about, so she whips out her wand of magic missiles and hits him, and he says, "So, you have chosen death. as a searing pain rips through her body as she feels the tether between her and Trandle burn her with fire, taking her down. Trandle then casts fairy fire, causing Grim and Snack to light up. Grim says, "Let's see how steady your magic really is," and curses him with feeble, causing his first saving throw of every round to have a -4 to it. Snack feeds her only Goodberry to Navala, and the Mephit attacks the downed Lotara. Lotara's body is getting slashed open. Evan pulls out his short sword and hits one of the Mephits. It says something in a language he does not understand, but it looks like it's laughing, as it then casts heat metal on him, taking him down. At least Laurel is farming inspiration. Calico can see Evan's armor glowing and feeds him his last Goodberry, and luckily, Finnan kills the Mephit who cast the spell, so the heat metal wears off. Now in our 7th round, Navala doesn't see the link between her and Trandle, but she can still feel it. She draws her wand, casts invisibility on herself, disappears in a cloud of smoke, and then cannot feel the tether anymore as she moves away. For some reason, Trandle doesn't like Snack. He called her Snackix, so he centers another iron eruption on her, and she and Navala go down. At this point, Ingorgio says, unbeknownst to the players, "Chat, I think they're cooked." And Trandle says, "That's right, Snackix," as she goes down, and her dying words are, "You guys should run." At this point, our player who plays Calico buys an immediate short rest. Calico called upon his goddess Alden. So during that short rest, we were able to recover hit points. Laurel recovers her spell slots, and she casts Goodberry, but all of her Goodberries are with her. Grim stands up, says, "Knock, knock," to Trandle. "Who's there?" "Orange." "Orange who?" "Aren't you glad we got a short rest?" "Yes." But unfortunately, Tasha's hideous laughter fails. Snack runs up to Trandle. "My name is Snack Cauldron Bubbler." But he says, "I heard your name was Snackix Claw Cleaner." The Mephit keeps attacking the downed Lotara. But when Calico hits Trandle with a Toll the Dead, Trandle says, "Oh, my head." And a burst of flame comes off of him in about a 15-foot radius. Finnan moves to get out of the lava pool, but in so doing goes into that radius and says, "Oh my God, it's so hot." He falls over. Navala casts healing word onto him, saying, "Finnan, you're not done yet. Thought you were going to kill this son of a bitch." And he says, "Don't come closer. It's so hot." Trandle centers a spell again on Snack. She and Laurel are affected by the slow spell. And he says to her, "You know, I have some claws for you to clean." The ground around Grim is filling with lava. And she says, "I've seen cook fires with better control, and they don't call themselves wizards." And again curses Trandle with feeble for a -6 to his saving throws. Snack's spell is slowed, so it won't take effect until the next round, but she shakes the spell off, so she is no longer slowed, as does Laurel. The Mephit looks at Snack and calls out something to her and laughs before breathing fire onto Calico, Evan, and Grim. But then Evan hits it, killing it. Vim dashes to Laurel and paws at her Goodberry pouch, getting a Goodberry. And Finnan takes damage from the heat, taking him down again. Navala casts Shadow Blade, and as she walks towards Finnan, she feels the immense heat, takes damage, and loses the Shadow Blade, but again, Mind Sharpener armor for the win to retain it. Trandle raises his hand, and a fireball rushes at Navala. She shields fireball, but a different kind of fireball. She shields it, and that's her final level 1 spell slot. Grim moves forward and says, "I bet I know what subject you failed in school. Spelling." Trandle suddenly starts to laugh as finally Grim successfully casts Tasha's hideous laughter on him. But Snack's next hit breaks him out of the spell, and he stands up and yells out to Grim, "Thrud, how dare you!" He then starts walking forward and hits her with his bond of fire, and she sees an ethereal line connecting the two of them. And he pulls on the line, taking her down with fire damage, and says to her, "Let's leave the mortals to this fight, shall we?" Snack advances towards Trandle into immense heat and takes damage and gets up in his face. She says, "My name is Snack Cauldron Bubbler," and breathes on him, and we find he is vulnerable to that type of damage. Vim revives Grim with a Goodberry. Now in round 11, Trandle holds up his hands, and Snack can see he has claws. And he says, "You're a claw cleaner, and you should clean my claws right now." He swipes at her with advantage thanks to another person, Caesar, in the chat. And because of that, he hits Snack and takes her down. So now two hero or cheaters in the chat have taken Snack down. But Nyla Gray gives Grim a greater healing potion. She feeds Snack her last good berry, and Nyla Gray also gives Snack a healing potion. So Calico runs towards Trandle towards the heat, taking damage. But for him, remember, he dove into the lava in search of his cursed act. So for him, it's a nice little bath and says, ha, I've had worse than that. And he grapples Trandle, holding him where he is. Navala now hits Trandle, and we find that he is vulnerable to psychic damage. But he causes another iron eruption, engulfing several of us, and Evan goes down. Navala uses her Mind Sharpener armor again to save her Shadow Blade. But Trandle misty steps away next to Grim and Snack. Grim takes damage from the immense heat. And now another cheater in the chat, Caesar heals Trandle, saying he has faith in the party. Grim looks at Trandle, sings an out of tune, another one bites the dust, successfully casts Dissonant Whispers as he's vulnerable to psychic damage. But Grim can't hit him because she has the seizures. Remember, not to be confused with Caesar, the cheater in the chat. And when she tries to hit Trandle, he turns around, looks at her, and shakes his head and says, so be it. I told you, leave it to the mortals, but you don't listen, ever. And he hits her and takes her down. And he looks over at Snack and holds up his hand as his claws, and he says, you're going to clean these. Vim dashes next to Laurel and paws at her pack again. At this point, round 13, Navala's eyes gleam red as she looks at Evan, dying and slowly sinking into the lava, and says, I should let you die. I'm only an elven whore, aren't I? Because that's what he called her earlier. But she puts her hands under his armpits and drags him out and whispers in his ear, and don't you forget it. And she sees Lotara's body slowly start to catch on fire. Snack wishes she were as clever as Grim to come up with a retort to him, but alas, she has nothing, and he's in her face, so she drinks the brown potion that she peed out, and she feels very froggy, like she could jump very far. She takes damage from the heat, and he licks his hands as he savors clawing her. She can't do anything else, unfortunately. Calico runs to Finnan, taking damage from the heat, and sees Finnan's tongue hanging out of his mouth as he is dead. Vim grabs a good berry. Snack takes damage from the immense heat and goes down. Evan is on his third death save. But Laurel finally, in round 14, hits Trandle with an agonizing blast, taking him down. She and Navala are the only ones still conscious, so only they see that as Trandle dies, coming out of his body is a very ethereal dragon. And he says, thank you so much for releasing me from her grasp. He disappears. The pools of lava, as well as the wall of fire trapping us in there, disappear as well. And the party feeds good berries to their downed comrades. Nothing happens when Laurel feeds Lotara a good berry, as she is quite dead and burned. Finnan is also dead. And Calico rummages through Finnan's pockets to see if he has anything left on him. And he says, thought I was useless, huh? And then Navala's like, Calico, you asshole. Or maybe Dan, the player said this. Finnan was the MVP for real. But Calico says he dogged me. Cats don't like that, but he was useful. And then they were saying he was teaching you how clerics act. Snack is with Finnan's body, and she is sad. Navala approaches and says, I will miss the little halfling. Snack looks to see if he has a medallion of his god, and she finds one. He worshipped Palter, and she knows about him through what Grim told her. And Palter is the god of hope. The Orn worship him. So Snack says a quick prayer to Palter, asking him to take care of his soul. And Navala, which lays a gold coin on his chest. And Snack is really amazed to see this, as she's the one who always places gold coins with the dead. And Navala says, don't get used to it, Snack. I liked him, that's all. Calico prays to Alden to take care of Finnan, even though he was not wise enough to worship her. We hear some clapping from the east, and we turn to look. It is the red-headed drow and the gold kobold we had been told about. Snack launches Ray of Frost in their direction, even though she knows it can't reach them, and says, how did you get here? And the beautiful red-headed woman speaks. Congratulations, Navala. You learned to work with slaves. And Navala says, as have you, it seems, Saranel. Snack yells, I am no slave. And Saranel looks over at the kobold beside her, who speaks at Snack. You will be again, sister. And the two disappear. Navala says, I knew she was behind it. She's the one that bound this dragon to this place. Navala looks at Snack and describes the creature that she saw come out of Trandle, which the rest of the party hears. Snack extremely softly says, dragon. Navala says, that woman is an old rival of mine. She's very skilled at the arts of sorcery. Snack says, that was my brother with her. He's very skilled at evil. Navala says, if I know Saranel, that vicious hag, this is only the start of her schemes. That hag has been hounding me for 50 years at the least. Grim thinks Finnan's body should be burned, and we decide to return to the area with the keep. Snack takes the gold coin that Navala placed on him. Evan is the only one strong enough to carry him, but he also has to carry Lotara. But Grim murmurs a little something, and an ethereal bear spirit enters into her body, doubling her carrying capacity as she casts Enhance Ability. She easily picks Finnan up. After the party leaves the area, a female figure, she looks like a drow, with white hair appears. She starts shaking her head before disappearing. We bang on the door in the keep and are let in. There are 2 halflings, an elven woman, 2 humans, and a half-elf. It is safe to rest there, but they want to burn the dog and Finnan. Of course, Evan says we will not be burning Lotara. He picks up her corpse and goes outside. Not all of the ground is covered by lava, so he starts to dig a grave for her. After Snack places Navala's gold coin with his body, we burn Finnan, but don't see any creatures in the fire. The person who seems to be the leader, the half-elf, says to us that we may rest in the keep for the evening, but they must start rebuilding, and asks if we are going to stay to help rebuild. And Laurel speaks aside to the party and asks, do you think we could offer the services of the crew to help with the rebuilding for one day? At least we can help them make a start and show that we care. And the party is fine with this. So Laurel says, I will speak with our crew and have them help with starting the recovery effort. Snack asks who their Jarl is now, and the people look towards the half-elf, who says, oh, I don't know, but it might be me, and her name is Thorgerd. Laurel holds up the totem that she took from the tavern and shows it to them. It is used to cast votes at Drifthall, which is a gathering that happens, I believe, every 8 years, where all the clans get together and they work out their differences. And the people say, oh, thank you for rescuing that for us. And Grim bows towards Thorgerd and says, so did Jarl Korloki die in the volcano? And Thorgerd says, they were one of the first to perish. Grim says, I have heard songs sung about him, and he was the Jarl of the Orn. And the people say, there will be more, and there will be more. Snack describes the drow and the kobold to Thorgerd and warns her that they are very dangerous. And Thorgerd makes a note of Snack's name. Grim excuses herself and goes outside to get some fresh air, and Navala follows her and says she's heard what Trandle said to her and asks her if she knows what that's about. And then Grim confesses that she doesn't, but Frine, the little wicker we met in the tavern, says that Frine and she have known each other for 1,200 years. And Grimnir isn't even that old. And she confesses that she has no memory of that. Not only that, she hasn't no memories of anything past 3 years ago. And she has only said that to Hulda. So only Hulda and Navala know this now. And so Navala offers to try to use magic to determine if Grim is some kind of magical being, and Grim would like that. We hear loud snores from within as Calico has passed out, and Snack is also asleep. And so Navala leaves Grim outside. Grim has never stopped trying to get rid of her seizures, and she realizes how music seems to make them stop, and she tries to do coordination exercises to try to steady her hands, actively trying to find a cure for herself. So she starts looking on the ground for any kind of medicinal herbs that she could use, but doesn't find anything. And at this point, this is where things get a little confusing, so I'm going to do this both for the stream and both for the party. So at this point, Engorgio, our DM, says, all right, so this is just me asking, Say a day passes by. You help out this town a little bit to try and rebuild. What are we doing after that? And we discuss among ourselves and we tell him, and he says, all right, so the goal is to start sailing north again towards where you think is the Well of Wisdom. Okay. And this is where it was confusing. We did not go, a day didn't pass by. He was saying hypothetically so he could plan for the next session. So we are still on the same day. At this point, the player who plays Laurel asks, can the people we're talking to help us with any information about joining Drift Hall? And the someone in the group of people in the keep says, are you a clan leader? Only Jarls are permitted. Snack says, I am, but Laurel once again holds up her voting totem. And the player who plays Calico says, oh, is Laurel challenging for this clan's leadership? And Thorgerd says, that belongs to Clan Orn. Are you challenging me? Laurel says, I am Laurel of Clan Orn. A couple people know who she is, but don't say anything. And one of the people in the keep says, we do not recognize Laurel of Clan Orn. And two of them turn their backs. Snack says, she saved you. Thorgerd says, are you challenging me? And then you hear perhaps the person playing in Calico in the background saying, you gonna stand for that? So then Laurel says, well, in a word, yes. Grim backs up. She's not getting involved with this. And Thorgerd says, combat by your choosing. And Calico says, what are you, a coward? You could see that she has just come from vanquishing the foe that you cowered from. Can you not let her have a rest before the combat? Thorgerd looks Laurel up and down and says, no, a challenge is a challenge. Combat by your choosing. And Laurel says, very well. I would rather talk this out with you, but if you insist, I choose blades. Thorgerd says, perfect. A road of blades is pulled out, and Thorgerd says, you may choose a blade. And Snack whispers to Laurel, you don't have to do this. But Laurel says, yes, I do. These are my people. And Ivala says, well, it's her right to challenge the Jarl, so. And Snack says, I understand, and steps back. Laurel looks at the blades, then summons her own shadow blade into her hand and says, thank you, but I have my own. And she casts Shadow Blade. Thorgerd looks her up and down and says, oh, you want to use magic? Okay. We hear Snack say, I don't like this, as we end the session on day 24 of Grimm's Oath.
Okay. Jumping right into it, Laurel, if you will roll a d20 for your initiative, as Thorgerd is rolling hers. Cool, you get to go first. Okay. You get to go first.
Oh, we're in combat?
100%. Because we would have started combat, like if we would have played this out last time, we would have jumped into combat. So,
well, agree to disagree, but in any case, Laurel, as though ripping off a mask,
ooh.
tears off her human facade and becomes a wicker fully.
Nice. Let me switch this token. And this is what she looks like as soon as I can find the image.
Yes.
Laurel knows.
That
It's like sloughing bark off of a tree.
like healing with dinner?
Interesting.
Which is a much nicer version than the one in the
Is that kind of intimidation?
She can roll. Let's see. Let's roll. Because Thorgerd sees this, and she kind of does a double take. And let's see what her roll is. She's going to roll this. She does not get intimidated.
Wow, she must have rolled really well.
She must have rolled really well.
And that's her action?
That is an action, yes. Because technically you have to do it during a long rest, but how we had talked about doing it for this is fine. But it is an action.
Alright. And then, I can't I get the rolls? There we go.
So Laurel will first put Hex on her opponent.
Alright. Bonus action Hex.
Yep. And that would be it then, since her action was to rip her face off.
Yes. Okay, so Thorgood looks at you and... Oh! That's kind of scary. As she takes her scythe and will slash at you with it. Ooh, misses. Your turn.
Laurel will then respond with attacking with her Shadow Blade. And then again with my rapier in my other hand.
Alright, I think the coding is wrong for that, because it should be two different weapons, right?
The Shadow Blade is a rapier, so I figured it'd be the same.
It just doesn't get the +1.
Yeah, it
Doesn't
doesn't
get
get the
difference.
Yeah.
Alright.
So it would be, what, a +7 for the Shadow Blade still? Just not the +1. Or +6 for the rapier.
+7's what it is for the regular rapier, +1.
You're +7 for the rapier and +6 for Shadow Blade.
Alright,
Yep.
+6. So if you, Corbin, if you can recode that onto
Yep.
her attacks. Alright, so she's going to slash again with the scythe. You should just give up now. Oh, missing. That's all she's gonna do.
Your turn again.
And alright, so once again I will attack with my Shadow Blade.
Alright, just have to take -1 off of this one. Nope, it's a miss anyway. Attacking again.
And with my
Epic
rapier.
duel of them parrying each other and slashing and dodging.
Ugh, terrible.
Damn. Alright, so once again slashing with her scythe. Come on, Thorgood! Get this tree! Ooh, it hits. Ooh, no more hex.
Bummer.
Your turn.
Alright, seeing that Laurel's in trouble, Calico's gonna try something strange.
He's going to try and intervene.
No, not exactly. I'm gonna whisper to Navala. I'll hand Navala a good berry, and I'll have her stab me in the arm.
What the fuck? What are you doing, Calico?
Just do it! I will not try to defend, obviously. I'll just take the damage.
Does Navala do this?
You're gonna have to roll persuasion for that, DC 15.
Alright.
Because she doesn't trust it exactly, especially with the fight going on. She doesn't want to start an all-out brawl.
I failed to
No, I'm not
persuade you.
going to interfere. And I'll give the good berry back.
Is your persuasion higher on actual Calico? Because you have a +4
Oh.
to that.
Yeah, I should try it on Calico. Sorry.
Yeah, you have a higher persuasion on Calico.
I just did it.
Okay.
Just enough.
Said, all right, but I don't want to start a brawl, and I'll stab him with my dagger.
Okay. Knocking him out. Advantage fishing.
Oh, so that's what he's doing. For inspiration.
Yes, exactly what he's doing.
That is insane. Okay.
What a guy.
Does she have advantage? I guess is the question.
Yeah. Fuck it. Why not? Give her advantage.
So,
Grim looks at this, and do I figure out what she's doing?
You have to use your intelligence, I guess.
Figure out what who's doing.
What just
Calculate.
happened?
You suddenly see Navala stab Calico.
Yes,
Well, I had you do it subtly, so they might not have seen.
Well, I see Calico fall over and
Roll-
Navala's dagger.
Roll intelligence. Oh god.
Out in the open? Oh, well.
No, you don't know.
No.
unless you want to use your inspiration to re-roll that.
I was trying to be stealthy.
We'll let that go.
Right.
Just too busy watching
Laura
this
attacks
thing.
the Shadow Blade.
Back to Laurel.
yeah. So now, seeing Calico sacrificed, I'm inspired.
She goes, ow!
That's a hit.
That's a hit.
That's a hit.
And
is it.
again with my rapier.
That wasn't very nice as she tries to slash you with her scythe.
When the turn ends, I'll feed Calico a good berry.
Okay. Ooh, alright, so Calico's gets fed the good berry. He's back up. Laurel, back to you.
Alright. Once again with the Shadow Blade. And again with the rapier. And a hit.
That wasn't nice. I thought Wickers were nice people as she slashed it at you again with the scythe.
Ooh.
But alas, you still bleed.
That's it. And she did a lot of damage to that.
It's just a regular scythe. It's just 1d8. It's not even. It's not even like a super attack or multi attack.
Yep. Alright, Laura goes down.
And Thorker looks around. Well, you know what the penalty is, right, for challenging Jarl?
What's that?
No.
Oh, you're already down.
Calico would say, and what is the penalty for saving your entire town?
And she thinks about it for a second. Roll persuasion.
I will use my advantage.
Okay.
Calico.
And
Wow. Okay.
and she looks as she's about ready to drive the scythe home into her throat. She says, "You may leave this place, but I must leave her a little reminder before she gets too big for her britches." And she'll carve a real deep gash into her face, giving her, trying to give her a permanent scar. And then she'll walk away. You may collect your friend and leave this place.
I give her a good berry. So she comes back. And I tell her, don't worry, it'll buff out.
And Navala will approach Thorgerd and say, what about the rest of us? We had no idea she intended to challenge you and had nothing to do with this battle.
I don't know that. Oh, and she will also grab the totem when Laurel is down. You may leave here. Go back to your ship. You may dock here for the evening. And then you will leave this place.
Very well. So I guess we're exiled then from this banished.
Grim is going to go up to Thorgerd, as she had bowed to her earlier, and said, please, I do not want there to be animosity between those of us who did not challenge you.
And she, looks down at you through her pointy nose. There is no animosity, but I cannot trust that you will not try and come back here and slit our throats while we sleep. We have too much to deal with in rebuilding this town for some wannabe Jarl to challenge us. You may leave while you can.
And Grim would say, there may be a time where we will need to work together. Is there something I can do to guarantee our personal relationship?
And she just looks at you and what can a Grim offer us?
I can only offer you my assistance when the time comes.
If we meet again, we may enter relations, possibly, but as of right now, we have too much to deal with. And frankly, you saved us, but we just don't trust you.
I understand. I am sorry it has come to this. And she will put out her hand to shake. And I said, until perhaps the next time.
And she will shake hands.
Right. And
Laurel also approaches Thorgerd and said, you've proven yourself a worthy leader for Clan Orn. I meant no disrespect. I'm here to help my clan, my family.
And she looks and says, you may thank your halfling friend, as she looks over at Calico, because Calico doesn't have a beard. You may thank your halfling friend for your life, but hopefully that scar will remind you if you ever decide to challenge me again.
I will remember.
Now be gone before I finish the job.
Alright. Nohala will begin heading back towards the ship.
yeah, Grim will go back to.
Calico is extremely angry, so He's gonna go over in the corner and try to stealthily pee in the corner.
Give me a stealth roll.
I'm already out of this.
Yeah, Grim is gonna get the heck out.
Freaking Calico.
And as you, do you have your back to everyone?
Yes.
So as you're doing that, you hear before you can even dodge. Let's see if this will actually do anything. A scythe barely missing you as it slams into the wall.
I will tip my cap in a flamboyant gesture and walk out the door then.
Fair enough.
Having marked my territory for return.
Alright, so do we go to the ship?
Yes.
Alright. Easily enough.
Calico's done with this crazy island.
No,
Easily
actually, we need to. Grim reminds people that we need to go collect.
Oh yeah, I have those tools to return, don't I?
You have the tools to return, but you have them with you. But we left the woman with the stumps. She was waiting for us. We were going to collect her on the way back. The human smithy.
Easily enough. She is on the way.
Great. I mean, I'm just making sure we're covering everything. Grim would go back. Mine's still there.
You could out. Grim went back in what?
Is looking for front. Hello? Can you hear
Hello?
me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Grim is asking if he runs into Frine. Is Frine still down there?
Didn't you send Frine towards the ship?
No, Frine is the Wicker who said she would just.
You're going back. You're backtracking way back. Yeah, Frine is.
Yeah. I mean, what
Frine's still there.
Frine is still there.
Frine is still there.
Okay, great. So we're collecting everybody we said we would bring back to the ship, which I think is the smithy, because we already sent the elven, the one that was nailed upside down. She's already back with the carpenter because Calico gave her his glass eye to let the crew know that she's okay. But the smithy, the human smithy with her feet burned off, we just left sitting in the tavern because she can't get there. We told her we would get her back. So when Grim would go up to Frine and find her and have a private conversation with her and said, we were able to defeat Trandil, the wizard who caused the volcano, and he apparently was I don't know if Grim would know what a dragon is. I think she heard Snack, or she said she describes what happens, what Navala described to her, to Snack, as this ethereal, like serpent scaled creature coming out, saying that he was under her power, and says that unfortunately the red-headed black elf named Saranel and the golden kobold, who apparently is Snack's brother, disappeared. But she says we were able to defeat Trandil, and she says, is that what you meant when you said, have you stopped it?
No.
Also,
literally one word answer. No.
and she says, when I was fighting him, he said something about leaving the mortals to the fight, not including me. And he also said, he called me Thrud. Does that mean anything to you? Or are you willing to say anything about that?
And she kind of scratches her cheek and says, once you have regained your memories, we can have more conversations.
How will I get them back?
When you are ready.
Very well. Well,
And from a distance, you hear, Grim, are you done yet?
okay. And she says, well, the volcanoes have stopped erupting, so it's probably safe to leave here now. Although, if you've been around for 1,200 years, I guess you're probably not in any danger. And then she gives her a smile and goes in the direction of where Navala is.
And when you're walking away, you kind of hear a little poof coming from behind you.
Now, of course, you'll turn around and she's gone, right?
Yes, she is.
All right.
So, did that little creature reveal what you are?
No. She says when I'm ready, I'll know.
All right, let's keep going.
Back to the ship we go. Okay, yep, you're heading back towards the ship. Novala, actually, everyone give me... Oh, what skill is that? I guess, yeah, perception. Alright, so Grim and Calico, as you're heading back, you can see like kind of like a banner, if you will, like made of like cloth, and it has writing on it. And
We see it where?
it's on the ship. It's hanging over the ship's edge. A banner with writing.
What have those foolish sailors done now?
Does it say revenge on it or something?
It says... It says this.
It can't spell either. Wow.
Nope. And eventually the rest of you will see this as well. But if you don't read like runes and stuff, because it's written out in like runic language, you don't know what it means. AKA Kabbalah.
Well, I mean, do any of us know what it means then?
I know what it means.
Yeah, I would say if you're from here, you would know what it means. So pretty much everyone but Navala and Snack would know what it says.
Upon reaching the ship, Calico would have him take it down.
But Mistress Sita said it's okay to put this up. That's you commissioned it, Captain.
Well, that is incorrect. And in the future, you should get the confirmation from me.
Yes, Captain. They will start.
What's all this fuzz about a flag?
Nothing, Mistress Navala. Nothing.
And Navala will retreat to her cot to finally rest because we're all close to death.
Yeah, exactly. Calico too.
All right, so sitting here, we're gonna anchor here for the evening then.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. All right. Anything before we take a long rest?
So I returned those tools, right?
Yeah, you can give back the tools.
Hopefully she was happy with her tools.
And she thanks you. Alright, anything else before... Oh, go ahead.
I will attune myself to my Ring of Fire Resistance and also cast more good berries.
Wouldn't you be out of spell slots, out of curiosity?
If she can have a short rest, she can do it.
We would go into a long rest, I mean.
Yeah. I guess after the long rest, you can do that.
Yeah.
Or she could short rest before bed and then do it and then long rest. However you want to do it.
I mean, if you want to get into it, like, or technically she doesn't even need to rest, right?
That's true.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, bam. So, whilst you were sleeping, you hear well, since Kath isn't here, but Evan, you hear this right next to you.
I'm hungry. Food, please.
Back.
And she's back. And, I think, who wants to say it?
Oh, it's the thing.
Yes, you may do the thing.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Level 5.
That's a big level.
It's a big level.
That's a big level. Well, you had a big combats to earn that level.
Yeah, we seemed like we were in that place forever.
Yeah, well, I went back and looked at all the battles that we had with no rest and stuff. This is awesome.
And during my long rest, I will study my Scroll of Knock. I will use my inspiration for that.
Okay.
Yes.
Subtract that gold.
Oh, sorry, what did you say?
Subtract that gold.
I will. Let's see how much gold was it there. You spell into the book. Each level, so that's 100 gold. Okay. 7, 8, 7, there. Finally, third level spells.
You mean fireball?
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
More like level spell, not spells.
Right? See, all she cares about is fireball.
Where do you get your warlock ability things at?
I don't know what you mean by warlock ability things.
Or invocations?
I believe you gotta go. I think it's under spells and you gotta search for it. Maybe go to spells and type in invocation at the bottom.
Nope. Feats, maybe?
I mean, I'm looking. I typed in spell. Like went to spells, typed in invocation. They all popped up for me. But
What
I don't. I don't
do
know.
I need to load? Can you edit to Laurel's thing?
What ability or what invocation?
Thirsting Blade, so she gets her extra attack.
There it is.
Sweet. Wonder what I need to load to make me see that.
So is Laurel now permanently in this other form?
Yep, there's no going back.
Correct.
What does it give her? Like,
Gives her well, she gets to put different limbs on every day, but she's currently chosen a shield arm.
so now she has 3 arms.
Well, no, it's more like just a shield built into her arm.
Oh, okay.
Alright, was everyone good or no?
I
Really wish Sketh was here. Mainly for Lotara hitting the button a million times. Grim, Calico, Laurel, you guys ready or no?
I think so. I'm just checking Calico real quick.
Yeah, I'm just checking real fast.
Take your time.
Is that right? I think that's right. Clerics don't get like a free daily spell at level 5, do they?
Not that I'm aware of.
It's weird. When I leveled, it had me put a spell in. It's listing it as daily. I don't know why.
maybe you get more use of divine, the thingy. Let's see. What's it called again? Your divine usage.
Channel Divinity.
No, you just get destroy undead.
Yeah.
Channel
I don't
divinity.
know why I did that. That's weird. I mean, I get a new spell. I get more spells, but
It probably just put us in the wrong
just
place.
coded it wrong.
Yeah.
Just get rid of it. So I just got to put spells in.
I think I'm good.
So, Grim, while we're doing this, during some downtime, what was that lady's name who had her legs, who was hung upside down? Sorry.
Oh, the hung upside down one? Hold on a second.
Yeah, because I can't recall.
I think it was
name.
Halfred or something, right?
Halfred, maybe. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, her name is Alfred. Good memory.
So she'll come up to you, and she'll say that that while she was being hung upside down, that some of the raiders were bragging that King Sinric of the Bandier has apparently captured one of the Valkyrie.
I have heard that. Thank you for telling me. Do you know where he is?
Probably in the High North in Office. Or not, the High North, sorry. Office, the Jarl. Yeah, he's in the High North.
Thank you for telling me that.
My pleasure. And then, of course, you know about, you know that the, Althus the Jarl is, also gathering power, correctly?
The Jarl of who? Of which one?
The Jarl of the War Clan, his name is Althus. Athos, whatever.
What? The War Clan. Oh, the War Clan.
The Whore Clan.
Oh god.
I'm sorry. So yeah, you said that the Whore Clan is collecting wood.
They are gathering power, is all that she says.
Yes. Yes.
I say, okay, just letting you know, and we'll go back to resting.
All right, Calico's all good.
Okay.
Actually, when she would ask her, she said, "You are a talented carpenter." Yes.
And she'll raise herself up. I'm told I'm one of the best.
She said, show her the short bow that she found that you said was damaged but could be repaired. And she would ask her, actually, is this something you could repair, or is this something that would be you would rather just build on your own if I paid you to do this?
And she looks over. I could not work on someone else's crafts. If you want something like this, I will have to do it on my own.
And she said, I would be honored. How much would that cost?
Well, I require the materials. It depends on how well you want this bow, how well you want it made.
Okay, and she says, well, right now, do we have something like that on board the ship? Or she would ask her, or is this some type of special wood that you need from somewhere else?
Well, do you have any materials like that? I don't think you do on the ship.
Okay.
You could ask the captain. Maybe the captain would know.
Is it morning yet?
Well,
yeah, it's the next day. It's morning before, people are just waking up, eating breakfast.
So is Grim coming to talk to me?
Yeah, Grim would ask if we had any, wood that you knew of that could be fashioned into a bow.
Do I know of any such things? I mean, I know I saved that ironwood stuff, didn't we? Some of it, when the people grew the trees over their chests?
That's true. I don't know if she could work with it. We could show it to her.
That is true. You do have some ironwood.
Alright, I would show her that, but before I did that, I would say, Alden visited me in the night and rewarded me for my service. I would like to try something to help you.
Okay.
And I will lay my hands on her and pray to the goddess, and I will cast Remove Curse and see if it does anything.
Ooh, let me double check. It just might. Let me double check. Quick one. Grim? Actually, Calico, do you say like a prayer or something like that?
Yes, I'm praying to the goddess. I say, please help her remove this affliction that she has.
And Grim, you feel better.
Wow.
Very nice. And you're suddenly interrupted by a massive explosion as a fireball goes off in the ocean.
What the hell has the crew done now? I rush up on deck.
Okay, well, he runs off. She's trying to say thank you.
You see a massive splash of water as rain begins pouring down on the ship for a little bit. And you see Navala, you hear her laughing. Finally, a shred of my old power.
Sitha comes running up to you. Grima, what was that?
Oh, pray that you never find out, my little imp. That was a fireball.
Can you teach me? And her eyes are like bug-eyed, like big-ass eyes. Like she looks way more interested and excited about this than a little 10-year-old or 12-year-old should. Can you teach me?
Perhaps. All depends on your attitude from now on.
Okay. What attitude? What attitude do I have? You mean to be
stealing things from me? Stuff like that. Pulling pranks on me.
You were dead.
Still.
So you're saying that when Hulda died, you didn't steal her back?
That's right.
I saw you steal her back, and I was just acting like you.
That was a completely different situation, and this is exactly what I mean. If you want to learn the art, you must respect me and listen carefully to what I say.
Do I see this coming up? Am I part of? Do I see this conversation?
It's probably on the main deck, so yes, probably.
Yeah, I'd say on the main deck, like she looks all excited and like jumping up and down.
I will walk up and put my hand on Sitha's shoulder, and I said, first you should start with not telling the crew to write banners on the ship that say Griba is a menace, or a menace. Maybe that's a good start.
And she looks up at you and you, like, for a second, like, gives you a death cut. Well, she is.
Until you can respect me, you can forget about me teaching you the art, Seed.
Grimace just gives her a really sickly sweet smile.
And she looks back over at you, Navala, and you can swear like smoke's coming out of her nose, and it's Sitha, Griba, and stomps her in your foot and runs away.
And you see Navala raise her hand, and she's like charging up a fireball, but then slowly lowers it. Like in a moment of temper, she almost fireballed Sitha.
Navala, Grim would say, wow, that's a little bit more powerful than that wand.
Yes, I'm finally getting a grasp of it. And don't think I have forgotten your contribution to my magic, Grim. Do you have time now for me to do some research on you?
Sure.
And I'll take out some books, and I'll take out a vial, And with Grimm's permission, I'll make a small cut on her palm and put some of the blood in the vial. And what I want to do is an Arcana check on the blood to see if she is some sort of magical being or if there's magic in her blood.
Okay. Do that in the tower. It will be probably a high DC. And since you're not... since you don't really have medicine, but you have Arcana, that's cool. It will be a high DC.
Yeah, what I'm trying to determine is if there's if she's a magical being, and if so, the nature, like a celestial or fiend or something like that.
Right. Ooh, okay. I'm going to message you in Discord so the people who like to read chat can't see it.
Who would do such a dastardly thing?
You, Grim, Snack.
And Navala will say, I'll let you know the results once my investigation concludes. And you see her pour over several books, and you see her stir the blood, and you see her put the blood on a little glass plate, and she pours magical regions on top of it. It'll take her a while.
And while you're starting to get into this, from the outside, on the land, you hear Thorker's voice. Time is up! Time for you to leave this city now.
Do we see her, or is it a projection of her voice?
You see her. If you look out, you can see her. And she's not alone, but she's in front of, say, 5 other people.
All right. And I will approach the half grid, I believe she was named. And I'll say, are you traveling with us, or are you staying on Veliger?
She'll look over at Grim and see what Grim says.
Me? Grim is kind of confused why she would look to me.
Well, you want me to make you a bow, don't you?
Oh, well, that's true. But I would like you to do what you feel you want to do. Of course, I wouldn't find someone as skilled as you, but I could make do with a regular short bow. But we have room for you on our ship. I tell you, it's not exactly the safest place to be, but if you're looking for adventure...
Is there room, actually? Is there room?
I believe so.
I believe so.
Because we had a few deaths in the crew.
Yeah, the 3 people who ate the apples.
3 died, so 3 spots opened.
Okay. And she'll say, I'm king for an adventure. I can travel for a while.
And Navala will say something in Elvish to her.
Okay.
So I will have the crew cast off and prepare to go if everybody's staying. Last chance before the gangplank's up.
And then is Lif coming with us? Lif is the smithy without feet.
Lif will not. Yeah, she'll stay on Veliger solely because, well, you're on a ship, and maybe if there was a contraption where she could be held up or something, but no, she will stay at Veliger.
She's not going to do the Captain Dan and be in the crow's nest.
No, she will not be Lieutenant Dan.
Right. I mean, I'd only ask. The only person who could possibly make a change, and maybe we could leave this open to her, is if Snack, and Robin said that it would take a lot for Snack to do this, if Snack lent her ring of regeneration and got her to grow her feet back. But there's room for her if we decide to retcon this. But Robin did already say that would take an awful lot for her to do that.
Okay, Robin did not mention that to me, so for now we will not be doing that.
Got it.
Alright, are you ready to cast off then?
think so.
All right, I will have the crew cast off, and as we're departing, I'm going to cast Fog Cloud upon what's her name, the one that's telling us that we have to leave and making Calico angry.
Okay. So as you cast Fog Cloud, it appears, and then about 6 seconds later, it disappears.
In between
Calico,
those 6
don't be
seconds,
petty.
I would also catch Thermatology a couple times, and I would make it thunder, and I would say, "You have angered the goddess."
That's fine. It disappears, and she's just smiling at you.
Calico, don't be petty, Navala says.
I will look at her like I think she's been possessed, and I will start. I will start inspecting her to see if any evil spirits have taken over her mind.
Okay.
Who, Navalas?
Yes, it's very unlike Navala not to be petty.
No, it's not. Not this petty, at least. Navala just walks away from him and says, "Leave me alone, Calico."
And I need a what ability check I want you guys to make, actually. And as you're sailing away, she says, "I hope you enjoy my present." And when she says that, everyone give me a con save. Alright, so everyone except for Grim, you're good. You, as she says, "I hope you enjoy my present," you get a big whiff of fecal matter. And Grim, you hurl up your contents of your stomach over the edge if you want. But you see a big old pile. If you start looking around, you see a big old pile at the rear of the ship. As 2 can play that game, Calico.
Yeah, thank you, Calico.
You know, well, at least Grim and Navala didn't see Calico do that.
Luckily, because it's not Latara, because it's human-sized poo.
Wait, we've seen what Latara can eat, though, so it could have been Latara. Calico will blame Latara if anybody asks.
Naturally. All right.
Bad for ships.
All right. So where are we sailing? If you look at the map,
We had a destination we were trying to get to before we came here.
Yeah, I think we were heading somewhere north, right?
Yeah, we're still trying to get northwest, but I don't know if the only way... When we ran into those 2 longships, they said it was blocked by snow, and I don't know if that's the only way to get there. But we stopped.
That was this way.
Yeah, okay. We can try to continue going.
So this way was blocked, yeah. And I think Calico's thing pointed somewhere northwest.
Yeah, he would know with his mariner's thing.
So I will cast my power. My divine channeling. Where's it telling me to go?
let me read this again since we haven't used it in a minute.
Just tells me the direction.
Well,
especially if I...
There's more to it, though.
Doesn't seem to work very good for... Calico hasn't learned how to use it very well.
So you can't determine... This is what I'm saying. It has something. You can't determine the location that you have only heard of by story or myth, but you can determine the direction. If the location is not known by any mortal, the location is not on the same plane or magically hidden, you're learning neither direction nor distance. So you are getting... Actually, here. From here, yeah, you're still getting like northish, northwestish, north by northwest.
I'm heading the ship that way.
All right, and with that, let's take a 10-minute break because I gotta pee.
Ditto.
Okay, stream. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. So, if you go away, please come back. And I need to start my timer as soon as I can find the bloody thing. Bam, 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 bam. See if it works. 10 something. Okay, so we'll be back shortly.
sár heldur merki af efi sem ég gekk. Þær syngja í takt við mig í hverri hugsun. Ekki sársauki heldur kraftur sem dregur mig áfram. Blárúnir styrkir mig, segir mér að halda áfram. Því hverju slagi eldur sem lífið
The Sus Seas. Maybe at the bottom of the ocean. You didn't even get a cursed item. Oh, that's right. That was funny. That was a throwback to the other game. And we're back. And we're back on the ship. All right, so as we set out, the weather changes to like crazy winds, rain. It's not pretty. But I have to reload this because it's not working.
I would give extra care to the crew. Batten down the hatches. Trim the mizzen.
Swab the poop deck.
Did that?
I hope somebody already did that.
Swab the poop deck.
Keep the dog away from the poop deck.
And Rolf says, "Captain, this is not good weather. Should we keep sailing it and try to fight it, or risk, or put down our sails?"
How bad do I think it is?
It's extremely windy, and your hat keeps wanting to get blown off.
Yes, I guess the goddess doesn't want us to make good progress at the moment.
You should probably pray to the king of the sea, but it's okay. And he like starts running around yelling at people to like put down the sails and all that good stuff. What's up, Havoc?
Out of character, who is the king of the sea? Do we know that?
I don't know, Grim. Do you? Is that known?
I don't. Well, I think so.
So Sangorcio has more lore than us.
What, me?
Damn it. I mean, Alden has got a knowledge, which is my goddess, as a knowledge cleric, and discovery, and I'm the discovery cleric, so I think she'd kind of be the god of the seas.
You'd also kind of figure that wouldn't, having been on a ship for however many years, wouldn't Calico know that? Even in a cat form, or would he not because it's a cat form?
You give me you can give me a history check if you want, but also Calico being Calico, he might not even care, and like it's only Alden.
I would like to do a history check based on the fact that for the 3 years that she was in Vicum, Grim was actively gathering stories from everybody that came through there. Is that okay?
Yeah, you can roll it in the tower.
Would it be religion or history check?
Your choice. Neither of you has either heard or remembers if it was said or not.
Calico will still pretend that Alden is goddess of travel in the seas. He's always believed that.
Well, Navala will be down in her cot, holding on, not wanting to be caught out in the rain.
Yeah, Navala getting wet. Couldn't have that.
Grim
Can't
loves
have
it.
that.
She doesn't like the seasickness, but I think it's better on board anyway because you can. Well, there's no horizon, I guess. But she does like the water, so it doesn't bother her at all.
Lotara will be huddling next to Navala, shivering her little butt.
Poor Lotara.
Poor Lotara. Alright, but as evening approaches, the weather does die down. And now it's nice and calm again.
Sail's back up. We gotta make up for lost time.
Should we fish first?
We have plenty of provisions still.
And they look at you. Okay, Captain. Hopefully you can navigate in the dark, because we can't.
I cast light.
And he says, Captain, if there's an iceberg ahead, we won't be able to see it.
This ship is unsinkable, I tell you.
Perhaps we should rename it the Titanic.
Right. Alright, so you want them to sail in the dark?
Yes, we have to make up time.
Okay.
Besides, we're not. There's no icebergs around here, I'm confident.
And Navala will call Halfred to her cot.
And Halford will, scantily walk up to you, waving her hips back and forth.
Okay, and Navala will put the curtain around the cot, and she will take out that bottle of Clan Orn wine that she found, and pour them 2 cups. And she will say, it's good to be able to speak Elvish again.
Yeah.
The common tongue is so crude.
It really is, isn't it? Like, these lessers, I swear.
I'm glad you understand. And I will take out the map that we have of Grimnir, and I'll say, you seem like a knowledgeable woman. Do you have any idea what might await us further north from here? And I will hover my finger over the map, and a little flame will form over the finger to shine light upon it.
Oh, you flatter me so. Well, if we sail directly north of Falagur, we'll get to Rockpike, where the Bandir King is said to be held up. And
is that King Cendric?
Yes, even though he's I hear he's not someone to tangle with.
No, I've heard much the same.
And then,
And what about the Well of Wisdom?
I've only heard about it. I don't know where this is, but I hear it's somewhere in the north. And also, if you head inland, and she will kind of point like right over here, if you can see that, Dan.
Yes, I can.
And she'll say that's where Tjernfall is. That's where the mountain people lie. And they say that's where there's some magical spear, but no one. That's just. I think that's just pillow talk.
I'm going to note these names down on the map. So I'm assuming that Pike Rock or something she said was over here.
Rockpike, correct.
Rockpike. Can I write that down? Or
yeah.
can you?
Give me 2 seconds. Oops, not that word.
Maybe Rock. And Navala will touch her arm and say, "I really appreciate what you're doing for us here."
Yes, I'm just happy to be in the company of someone so knowledgeable as yourself.
Oh, you flatter me.
Oh, I saw what you did with that fireball, you goopy girl.
Oh, you liked that, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
I've got a lot more tricks to show you. I'll pour her another glass of wine and then flirt with her.
All right. Do you want me where your blue arrow is? Do you want me to write that one down too?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe. As soon as I can find the bloody thing. And she'll flirt back and ask. She hasn't seen anyone with your coloring or disposition before, and ask what clan you're from and whereabouts do you hail.
I'll say I'm actually not from this world, and I was wondering if you had seen others like me. But I suppose not.
I have not, but so in your world they speak. Obviously, they speak, the good language, and we are on top.
Of course we are. Where I am from, the elves reign supreme.
Maybe I would like to go to that world someday.
I would love to take you there someday, and Navala will offer her another glass of wine and try to get her, both of them, a little bit tipsy or drunk even.
Oh, she'll definitely drink all the wine that is offered. And she'll say, now in your land, do they have, we call it, do they have a leaf that you burn that will make you feel good?
Oh yes, we have all sorts of leaves like that. Do you have any?
We do, and she'll pull out, for lack of a better term, she'll pull out a big-ass joint.
And Navala grins. Well, usually we consume them via hookah, but this will work for me. And I will light it with my finger for her.
And she'll start smoking it and pass it to you, of course.
And then Navala will start smoking it, and she will begin giggling and laughing.
And give me a con save. As this is extremely strong and potent.
Yeah, it's been a while for Navala for sure.
Yeah, you start hacking up your lungs and says, our leaf is much stronger than yours, apparently.
Yes. You can say that again. It's a very good stuff.
Yes. And, if you smoke enough of it, then you get really hungry, and we can raid the food storage, and eat all different kinds of things, and it's the best in the world.
And Navala will laugh at us. Yes, let's do it.
You want to go raid the food storage?
Yes, I want to raid the food storage.
Nice.
I'm going to go out with her and raid the food storage.
Alright, let's see how much she takes. She'll take almost 10 pounds of food back with her.
Alright. So I guess they're eating and they're smoking and flirting with each other. And the Val says, you want to spend the night here?
Yes, and the rest of the party, while this is going on, now you can start smelling stuff that's coming up from below deck. It smells like a skunk.
What's that dog done now?
And you hear Navala, you hear two women giggling down there.
They're just absolutely stuffing themselves with food.
And Calico, if you look, Lotara is back up on deck, looking at Evan pressing the button over and over and over and over again. And her eyes are really red.
I didn't say this at the beginning because I hadn't noticed a change in the combat tracker until after our long rest. But the minute those seizures stopped, Grim would have run up to Gorn and grabbed him by the beard.
Oh boy. Gorn looks down at you. Yes?
I'm all better now, big boy.
Yes.
I was worried I might
quietly say, Goddess, what have I done?
And Gorn would swiftly pick you up with one arm and put you over his shoulder.
It's going to be a noisy night on the ship.
It's going to be a noisy night.
Yeah, she says, I was worried might have bitten something off. I didn't mean to before.
I'll give you something to bite off, woman. So you know what Grim and Gorm are going to be doing. What about Navala? Like, is she gonna?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Navala is gonna shoot a shot.
Yeah,
also try.
100%, it's gonna work. Poor everyone else up above.
Yeah, Navala is too high to be subtle, so she's like completely noisy.
Give me a performance.
All right. And Navala will introduce ropes and whips. If you hear strange noises.
Oh yes. And yeah, like for lack of a better term, maybe everyone wants to put on earmuffs or something like that, because it's going to be a very loud and noisy evening on the ship, the Revenge.
That was funny.
Map, I'm not sure. The wizard theme? Yeah, it's the wizard theme in the background. Alright, so the evening passes. Everyone is nice and refreshed. Who was ever able to sleep. And Calico, you hear, Captain, land ahead, land ahead.
Right, I will rouse everyone. I will look and see what land we have found.
So looking out to your north. What?
Calico, leave me alone. Navala turns around again as he tries to rouse her. Leave me alone.
You must pay the price, Navala. The nighttime is yours, but the day is for action.
Just give me 5 minutes. I'll be back up.
Fine, we're not quite sure yet. I'll have the cook prepare a nice large meal of lard for you. Lard and bacon.
That does perk her up a little. And she will bring herself and Alfred some of that food.
Will the chef tell me that the stores have been diminished?
Yes. And well, even if you go down there, you can see food all over around their bed.
No, I'm not looking at Navala. I'm just looking at the storeroom. I'm gonna blame the guy that's supposed to be guarding the stores.
Probably half the crew spied on them.
I thought it was free,
the
Havoc.
halfling is in trouble.
That's right. Harry,
Yeah, I thought that was
you're
free.
neglecting your duties again.
Sorry, but the Mr. Mr. Scriba showed me her tatas and said I would get more if I gave her food. So I said, okay. I'm sorry. I'm a boy. I can't handle it when a beautiful woman wants to show me skin.
If it happens again, you shall be flogged for your failures.
And he puts his head down as he walks away. He says, "Worth it." But
No, I'll have him flogged by Navala herself.
I think he would actually really like that. But
Exactly.
so
Food shortage.
so you see, if you look out at the land, you see white alabaster slopes covered in thick purple smoke, which obscures most of the surface. But you also see a bright orange waterfall of lava pouring into the sea.
More lava.
And Ralph walks up to you, Captain. I think we're back at Falagur.
Does it look the same?
We shouldn't have sailed that night.
It looks exactly the same.
So we got turned around?
That is what you can ascertain, yes.
Oh. But wait, my power would have told me we were going the wrong direction.
But you also have to rest, right?
That's true. Dang it! You guys need to pay attention while I'm asleep. Turn us around.
Well, Captain, we said not to sail at night, but you insisted. I'm sorry. Plus, the wind might have gotten us turned around.
I apologize for assuming you were competent. Now turn us around.
And they look at you. They look at you. And are you using your ability again?
Yes, I am.
For the same thing that you said?
Well,
or did you want to convene with...
I'm going to convene with Grim and ask where we were going.
And
Grim.
Navala will finally show up again as Calico convenes and say, Calico, I have some information.
Yes?
And once she walks up, all the men are clapping and looking at her up and down.
And Navala just proudly ignores it and says, I hope you boys had a good look. And then she will throw down the map at Calico and say, here, I found maybe Rockpike is here to the north, and Turnjal to the east. Either are locations for us to visit. They are marked on the map.
And Grim would say there's that rumor, although I think Calico is the one who heard it also when he was running around, that the Valkyrie's being held by King Senric.
Oh yeah, Cendric should be at Rockpike then. That's what Alfred told me.
Oh, you know what? Here it is. Grim, Calico, and Navala all heard the two raiders talking, saying King Cendric of the Bander is said to have captured a Valkyrie and keeps her caged at his castle, Rockpike. That was in our 6th session together when we were in Nowhere.
So where is it we want to go? It seems the storm has given us an opportunity to choose again.
Well, if we go to Rockpike, it seems that we'll run into trouble with King Cendric for sure.
I don't think
But
Laurel
also-
will have much problem with that.
Yep, because he's
Not
the
at
one
all.
who ordered her clan to be killed.
Exactly. I'm going to bring him trouble.
Well, Laurel, the last encounter you had with a high-ranking member of the local society didn't go over so well. I don't think we can just barge into Rockpike and challenge the king. We need
Here's
to be
the
subtle about
difference.
it.
We'll be doing it together.
I agree.
But I would rather see what's going on first and maybe explore the place before going in to challenge any king.
I could sneak in and see what we could try to sneak in.
Or send our animal
Oh yeah, send
friends as scouts. But I absolutely agree. We don't want to go in dumb.
Right, so we're sailing north to Rockpike.
That's my vote.
Sounds great to me.
Alright. That's where I'll use my power to go to then.
Alright, so let me double check how long its sailing is again. Just been a minute. Alright, so it's 3 hexes per day. Okay, so, and we're heading this way. 1, 2, 3. So, Calico, you ascertain that it is north and will take about 4 to 5 days to get there.
Prepare for a long travel.
Oh, I don't even use Sirenscape anymore.
I will allow the crew to fish if there's an opportunity, since it's going to be a long travel.
Okay. Yeah, the next day. And are you still wanting them to sail at night?
No, I've learned my lesson.
Okay. So the end of the first evening, the first day of sailing, The longship will bob in the waters of the sea, sailing slowly as several of the crew have dropped fishing lines into the water. The smell of the sea is strong but invigorating. Suddenly, the entire vessel jerks violently. The fishers all startle, and one of them is tugged hard against the side of the ship, swearing as the fishing rod is yanked out of their hands. Not far from the ship, a large shape ripples in the water.
Uh-oh.
And Snack is C6, so unless people want to play her or Evan, they will not be in this. Anyone want to play them?
Can you show that text in the? It's appearing on the thing, but it's not. Can you put it in the chat so I can copy it? Oh, there. Thanks. Maybe I didn't see it before.
Does anyone want to play Snack and or Evan?
I can play Evan.
Yeah, I'll try Snack.
I'll play Latara if she dies.
Alright,
And
Evan.
Vim won't partake in this combat this time, as I'm playing Snack.
Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3. 10. 2, 7. And no Vimy. Alright. So Navala, you're first. You don't. All you see is a shape rippling in the water. If you want to do a perception check to see it and know from which direction it will strike, that's what is going to be required.
Okay, I will do that. Perception check. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I use fantasy something. You do not see it.
Okay, I will cast upon myself Fly.
Fantasy Plus is what I use now.
And I'm going to fly 30 feet into the air.
Alright.
Okay, that's my turn.
Grim
Laurel.
looks up and nods, and it's just like, wow.
Wait, she's got to cast a perception check, you said?
Correct.
Yep.
You also do not see it.
Hold an action.
Well, then, I guess I will gird myself for battle with Vitality of the Ironwood.
Okay.
And pass out good berries.
I'm assuming you used Goodberry earlier then?
Yes. I said so.
Right, so I think that's 30 of them, right? Since it's cast at level 3 now?
Oh yeah, I guess that's
Oh.
true.
Oh my god! Wow.
Oh yeah, warlocks
Nice.
get max spell level.
Yeah, so you get 30 of them.
Get a crap ton of
Plenty-
good berries.
I don't think you can upcast Goodberry, right? No, you,
I don't think so.
Let me see what it says. No, it doesn't say anything about being upcastable.
Oh, it does not. So you only get 10, sorry. I thought you did, but you do not.
Well, this would be a terrible headache for you and Gorgio if you could, because, like, yeah, you have 100 good berries. It's like everybody.
Well, she's not going to get 10th level slots, so.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean, but still.
Right.
You have a big pile of good berries, though.
True. Lotara will get really fat really fast.
Grim, can Grim grab a couple of good berries then from?
Yeah, she just passed them out. That
Yeah.
was her action.
Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure that we could do that. Okay, great. Grim is going to move a little centrally out of this. She doesn't know what's going to happen, and she's going to try to see if she can see that thing anyway.
Perception check.
Yeah, let me get to that. I've covered something up on my tiny little screen. I get jealous when I see pictures of these people sitting at, actual desks where they live in a real house that's theirs, and they have like 3 giant monitors in front of them.
Do you want to see a picture of my screens?
I think I've seen it. I think that's it.
And Grim, you do not see this creature.
Okay, well, she's going to hold an action. She's going to... she pulls out her crossbow and she's going to fire at it if she sees the creature. And then pass my turn. Evan is going to do the same thing. I guess he'll probably move because it's never good to be in a clump. Let's say he moves over here for the heck of it, and then he's going to it's not a square.
What square? Yeah, there we go.
And then he's going to do a perception check as well.
Y'all roll shit. He doesn't see anything either.
We don't see that.
Oh my god. He's going to hold an action. Pulls out his longbow and he's going to, shoot at it if he sees it. Pass my turn. He would tell Lotara to just... he would just tell her to come with him and to help him.
All right,
because he doesn't want her jumping in the water.
All right, so after Evan's turn, from the bottom of the ship, you feel it like smashes into the ship,
Ew.
and then you feel another smash.
Lucky we have a carpenter on board.
All right, Calico.
Trying to see if I know where it is, although I know where it is now, right? It's underneath the boat. Or do I need to roll perception?
It could be under the boat. It could be in the water somewhere. Who knows? But you do see it over right there.
Alright. Then Calico's gonna do something you haven't seen before. Calico will whisper a prayer to the goddess, and around him you see a bunch of rats appear swarming in a circle that look like our old friend.
Oh, a bunch of Holdas?
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
And he will run and he will dive next to this creature.
What square?
Gets closest to the boat. And he will say, "Get away from my ship, foul beast." Let's see. I believe Spirit Guardians activates when I move into their space, or is it only if they stay there?
And when the creature enters the area, so if like it was coming up to you, or if it starts its turn there, then it would do with a save.
Alright, so we'll see if it stays. Yeah, so nothing. I don't roll anything on it yet, basically.
Correct. And who are you allowing to be in this circle?
I will allow everyone to be in the circle.
Okay.
Except for this creature.
Alright. Snack.
I am Snack Cauldron Bubbler. So do I have to roll perception as well? Or do I just know where it is now?
You
I will
cannot
use my-
see it. It will
I will
be
use my inspiration.
You can see it, Calico. They can't. There's a difference. But Snack, you do see it.
I'm going to move to the edge here, 30 feet. And I'm going to use my breath weapon,
Your golden shower.
my golden shower.
See what happens when you're not here, Robin?
So is that half damage? Let me read.
I believe so. It should be, since it's
It should be coded then.
yeah.
So that's 2 points of damage.
Well, yeah, it should be. Wait, hang on. Where is it? Because I think she did something different. Where is it? Little cobalt, big breath. Yeah, it's half damage. Yeah, it's half damage, so 2 points.
All right, that was her turn.
All right.
Let me mark that off.
And it's Navala.
Navala is still unaware where it is, but she sees Calico dive into the water, so she will fly over here and do a perception check. And she will say, Calico, where is it? Let me grab... Oh, I meant to roll that in the tower.
Right here. Are you blind?
Yes, she is.
Okay, so I don't see it then. I will end my turn. Or can I attack with disadvantage where Calico is pointing?
Disadvantage is fine.
Alright. Disadvantage.
Wow.
Yeah, it hits. Half of that.
Right.
So
Laura still needs to roll perception.
she does. Does not see it. If she wants to go the Navala route, she could shoot with disadvantage. Probably need to move a little bit, but
Yeah, I'll move over to the side of the boat where everybody seems to be. Would it help if I do perception from there?
you already rolled your perception.
Very well.
It would be a miss. Grim.
Grim sees saw Calico jump overboard, and she just yells with a big battle cry and jumps into the water.
Striking some hard object.
You lay right on top of it.
Oops.
Oops. Well, great. She knows where it is.
At least you can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to shoot at it then with her light crossbow. Oh, she's right on top of it. Okay, she needs to swim away from it. I guess that was that her total movement then? Probably.
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, if you, I don't know if you consider jumping and all that stuff.
I would say so. Yeah.
Okay, so she's just gonna pass her turn. Evan is going to run in the direction of where everybody is, at least to get to the edge of the ship, and he's going to try a perception check again. I did roll that in the tower, and it rolled off.
Even though Grim is like, you can see that Grim is like on it or like on something. It's like she's walking on water almost. You don't see the creature.
Okay, he'll shoot with disadvantage then, along with everybody else, I guess.
Okay. Hopefully, 3 or below you hit Grim.
Oh, well, how smart is Evan?
I don't think
Thank you,
Evan would
Lily,
care.
after that.
I don't think Evan would care. It's Evan. I don't think he would care.
Okay, he wouldn't care. He's gonna shoot at it. Okay, let's see what happens.
Oh, dropped the 20. Too
man.
bad.
Aww.
Aw. Okay, he
At least he
passes
didn't hit
his
you.
turn. Yeah, if he tells Lutara to, oh shoot, he could Lutara have helped him or no?
Not
How
from
does that
over
work?
there.
She has to come. She's okay. So he'll bonus action tell her to follow him,
Okay.
so she can help him.
So spiritual weapon, please, on this Calico.
Let's see.
Needs to make a wisdom save first.
Oh, okay. First time.
So it would be half of that. Alright, so this creature rises up, so now everyone can see it. Grim, you have an option. Do you want to raise up into the air with this as it rises up and out of the water? Or do you want to kind of fall into the water?
She needs to be at distance to hit it correctly, so she'll, fall off of it rather than rise with it.
Alright, so you can be in the water. You'll be right next to it for this turn, but after that you could, let's see, what's he gonna do? It doesn't like that Grim was on top of it. I'm gonna move him for a second. So he's gonna try and bite you first. And then it will try to constrict you.
Oof.
Oh god.
But misses. Latar rushes up, pressing the button over and over and over again. Eyes are still red. Calico.
Alright. Alright. I can see this thing. Can I see if it has eyes or not?
It has eyes.
Alright. Then I'm going to cast blindness on it. Ooh, it failed. Which one did I put on? I think there's
One is blinded, one is deafened.
yeah, I definitely went blinded. Alright. And that is it. I will stay here.
Snack.
Snack is going to move over to the edge of the ship over there. Let's see, what can she do? She will use a firebolt. Okay, since she's level 5, I will use Navala's level 5 damage since she doesn't have it coded yet. There. That's her turn.
Navala.
Navala will fly 10 feet up there and another 20 feet higher in the air. Not sure why I got advantage. Oh yeah, because he's blinded. Why? Sure.
And Laurel, now able to see the monster, will hex it and then hit it with an agonizing blast.
Very nice spell, Calico.
Let's see, when do you get the next level of Eldritch Blast? Is it at level 5?
Yeah.
Oh, so she's
Cantrips
gonna
update
go
at
up in
level 5,
damage.
yeah.
Yeah, cantrips go up at level 5.
Two beams.
Prim is going to get a distance between her and the creature. Let's see, this far. And she'll shoot at it. And passes her turn. Evan can see this thing, right? Because it's up.
Yeah.
I don't know, it is Evan.
He's gonna shoot at it as well. Now, because no, is Latar next to him now? Yes. Does that? Well, but that just gives him advantage, right? For help action.
Yeah.
All right, he doesn't need, but she's already going to get that. So he's going to use his bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark. Let's see where that is. Put that on himself. And then he will shoot at it. Great. So does his piercing thing allow him to he re-rolls one of the attack's damage dice. Okay, so he's going to re-roll the 2. So that would give him an extra 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And then he passes his turn. Look at me knowing Evan's feats!
Alright. This boy.
Wait, does he need a save versus Holden?
It would be a save against Holden, yes. Success.
Does he still take damage?
Half damage.
We should do it automatically though, right?
Yes. Alright, so sensing Calico is the only thing you can sense right now. It's going to go into Calico.
Get back, foul beast.
And we'll try it again. Hits.
Oof. Oh, God.
And it's going to go under the water. So Calico, you may have an up attack if you have a melee weapon.
I do not.
Alright, so no up attack for you. And then a con save on the creature, please, for the blindness. Alright, no longer blind. And as it disappears from sight, you feel the ship rock back and forth. Almost as if it swam to a different direction. Calico.
Alright. Do I sense where it went to?
You can give me a perception check. You sense that it is on the other side of the ship.
Alright, I'm going to swim under the ship to where I think it went to. It's like straight across. Are you speaking?
Yes, I am.
What'd you say?
I said yes, straight down, and right about there. So everyone else sees Calico also disappear.
But you also see rats pop up on the other side of the ship.
You do not.
Oh, they don't see my spirit gradient?
As you are underwater.
Oh. Well, I'm only 10 feet underwater. The rats are swarming in that whole big circle. It's a sphere, right?
Sure, they can see the rats a little bit. No, because you're 10 feet. No, actually they wouldn't, because you're 10 feet down. It's a 15-foot radius. The ship has two sides, so no, they would not see the rats.
No. No. What's the hypotenuse?
The hypotenuse GM says they do not see the rats.
Alright, so you don't see the rat, but I swam under here to that. And I will... I will attempt to dodge.
Snack.
Snack will look over the edge, not see any of them. I'm going to do a perception check to see if I can determine where they went.
Alright, well, you definitely felt the ship move back and forth.
Okay, so do I have a reasonable estimate that I would run to the other side, or do you want me to roll first?
Well, how smart is Snack?
Very smart. She has an 18 in intellect.
Yeah, she would probably know that at least the pieces, at least on the other, did something. If the ship moved like that, it probably hit it or moved it back and forth a little bit. So probably on the other side.
Okay. She will move her 30 feet, and she will look over the edge. Does she see anything in the water?
She sees rats.
Okay, so she's smart. She knows that Calico and the creature probably are there now. Yeah, what is she going? She is going to ready a firebolt. If she sees the creature, she will shoot a fireball at it. So that's a ready action.
Alright, Navala.
Navala has the same intellect as Snack and 60 feet movement, so she will fly 50 feet over there and 10 feet up into the air. Can she from above see shapes in the water except the rats? Like, can she actually see the creature and Calico?
She cannot. She only sees the rats.
Okay, because she has 300 feet of dark vision.
I understand that.
She will also ready a spell, ready a cantrip, also a fireball. So that's ready to action.
And Laurel.
And Laurel will go to the other side of the ship and do a perception check.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
that was
I
Kelly.
need it from Laurel because you have advantage on yours.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, almost. She does not see it. She can see the rats, but she doesn't see the boy.
So you're gonna attack anyway or not?
Gonna try sending a blast down into the water.
Can she attack with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Do I have to click disadvantage?
Yes.
Hey,
No.
that's him.
Grim.
Can Grim see the creature underwater?
Where she is currently at, what's your dark vision? 60? No.
Okay, she's going to swim closer. Can she see it?
You can do a perception. Because
I'm just
if Navala can't see it with 300 feet, you with 60 feet wouldn't be able to see it.
Okay, now she's 40.
Outside of a perception check.
Right. But now that she's 45 feet closer, I mean, now that she just swam like closer, 25 feet, now she's 45 feet away from it. Can she see it regularly now?
With a perception check.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking because
because Navala is what, 60 whatever with 300 feet? No. She can't see it? No.
No, but I'm asking only because Grim is underwater with the creature.
I'm
That's why
aware.
I'm asking.
I'm aware.
Okay.
She does not. You can attack with disadvantage if you wish. Since you can see the
then-
rats.
Okay, she would try to get closer. She would dash then, but not too close. So she would dash to, that was 25, 35. So she'd be here, but underwater. And I'm hoping that the next time she'll be able to see it. Let's see how. Do you want an intelligence check from Evan?
I mean, everyone else ran over her, so
Okay.
Navala's flying there. Like you can't play Evan like he's a stupid character, right? Like
No, but I was just asking.
I mean, that's what people are
runs
trying to do with him.
So he runs over. So I'm guessing this is a disadvantage with disadvantage.
Unless he
And
does a
he'll tell
perception.
Right, he tells, okay, he's gonna tell Latar to follow him.
Does not see it. Disadvantage to attack if you want.
Okay. Alright, passes his turn.
Alright, we're going to attempt to bite Calico.
Before he does that, does he need a save?
Yeah. I mean, he's going to still bite you, but yeah. Yeah, like with that, just drop it on it automatically when his turn starts. Because that is for you to remember. You did it to yourself. You did it onto yourself.
Oh.
Shit.
I'll do that.
Put Spirit Guardians back onto yourself. And you did the Wisdom save onto yourself as well, so just redo the whole thing.
No, the wisdom save was done right.
Oh yeah, it was. Sorry. Yeah, just drop the damage. Oh, I'll just drop the damage onto it. It's fine.
You got it?
Yeah. Alright, now he's going to try to bite you. Or she. Or it. Should not have disadvantage. Why does it have disadvantage?
Yeah,
oh, you're dodging. You're dodging. That's right. Well, it hits you. anyways.
So I'm gonna die. And that thing hits hard.
And everyone who's around us sees the rats disappear.
Just Calico.
Calico would probably float up on his turn. but right
Okay.
now he does not. Da-da. So it's going to surface.
Ooh, does that trigger the ready to actions?
I think you were the only one who did a ready to action.
Snack as well.
Oh yeah, snack too. Okay. Nice.
All right.
All right. It's going. So yeah, it's going to kind of rise up. And it's going to spew. This is a deck save. Laurel and Snack, if you still have advantage and want to use it, hit it now. It starts spewing acid everywhere. And actually, I need to do it onto the ship as well. Oops. So that was this. So the ship takes some nice spewing acid damage as it like kind of leaves spots on the ship. And that's all it's going to do. I don't think you have Lotar do anything. Calico, death save in the tower, please. As his body kind of like bobs up into the surface of the water. Thank you. Snack.
Snack is going to cast Healing Word onto Calico. And then she is going to move over there.
Alright, and as she does so...
Oh god.
Oh, it
I
misses.
didn't think about that.
It misses.
Okay, that's her turn. Now I can see the damn thing. So I will cast a fireball to only grab the thing in it.
Devil's Advocate. We scroll in. You see Calico has a little sliver.
There we go.
There we go.
Plus,
Wait, so-
wouldn't she also be hitting the ship?
Yes, she would.
There.
That's good. Wastes a perfectly good fireball.
That's her turn.
And this creature screams out in anger. Laurel.
So Laurel will move back, but seeing the creature, she will send not one, but 2 agonizing blasts. And you'll see a green eldritch fire flowing from her each hand toward the beast.
Grim.
Is this thing? It's still partially in the water, but people can see it.
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay, great. So she is going to cast Fairy Fire on it. Let's see if I can get that without getting anybody else. I should be able to. Yeah. So she's going to cast Fairy Fire on it.
It's a cube, correct?
Yes.
Can you draw that out for me, please?
Sure. Let me see if I can. I mean, it could be that, right?
Yeah.
That'll be fine.
Absolutely.
So here it goes. And now it is glowing a bright green to help people see it.
Very nice.
She is going to retreat away from this because she doesn't want to get hit by it. She's swimming back underneath the water. And then it's Evan's turn. So he's going to hit. Oof, still misses it. Oh well. He's just gonna. Did he see Snack? He saw Snack retreat, and that thing bit at her, right?
He also
Yes.
saw Laurel retreat and not get bit, though.
Oh well, he's gonna try to back up a little bit and see what happens, and then pass his turn. He's gonna tell Latara to stick with him, though.
She
Stay with him.
furiously presses the button angrily as we're going to attack Calico again.
Wait, Calico's unconscious. Well, he's still pretending to be unconscious.
And?
So it would attack me? Alright, well, I'm going back down again.
It's going to swim over here.
Oh, poor Snack. You wouldn't do that to Snack, would you?
Oh, I would as well. I 100% would as it tries to wrap her up.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And it lets out like a loud, like, happy cry. As it, so let's see, it was, hang on, so that's 30, oops, 30, 50. Pops back up over here. Latara goes to Evan, very upset. Calico, death save in the tower, please.
I just got out of the shower.
I know.
I'm back in again.
Thank you. Snack, a death save in the tower, please.
Alright.
Thank you. Navala.
Navala will fly 5 feet down and cast Healing Word on Calico.
Nice. Navala, of all people.
Yeah, she's healed him before. And he actually put her out fire once, so...
That's true.
Then she is going to fly 40 feet over there. And another 5 feet up. Another 10 feet up, so another 5 feet, I suppose. Yeah, and that's her turn. Oh no, she has an action because it's actually a bonus action to do Healing Word, so she's going to use a cantrip.
Nice.
Thank you, Grim.
Wow. All these crits. I want a crit.
Boom.
Nice.
And that will not kill it. It will not
Aw.
kill it. Mainly because it's in the water, so it has fire resistance.
Okay.
So let me... But, yeah, at least you know it's close to death.
All right, Laurel's turn.
Laurel.
Can see it.
Yeah.
All right. So I will once again send 2 tendrils of ghostly green vines of light with advantage.
As Calico dies repeatedly. Snack too, for that matter.
Yep.
I
Get all
mean,
kinds of advantage.
you have advantage
It's
for
up to you
fairy.
to get snack back.
That's true.
You have fairy fire on anyway, so.
Yeah, it's true. It doesn't matter.
Now it dies.
Very natural.
Not
There we
resistant that.
And as your tendrils wrap itself around it, the creature immediately turns to stone and sinks out of sight.
Huh.
Well, that
That's
was
odd.
interesting.
That actually reminds me of what we saw with the what do you call them? A Jotun. They were all
Yeah.
made of stone as well, right?
Yeah.
Maybe this is a Jotun.
Grim, we will still be in order, mainly because Snack is dying. So Grim, you don't know Snack is dying. You see this creature turn to stone and sink down.
She is actually. She doesn't know Snack is dying, so she's gonna actually go. Well, is it sinking really fast? Like she wouldn't be able to catch it.
You can certainly try, but it is
Going down
sinking.
It's made of stone. So.
It is sinking. Yeah, it is stone.
All right, so then she's not gonna bother. Although it does occur to her that that sounds just like the Jotun they saw. So she's gonna climb back on board. And I don't know how many feet that would be.
15, and you see Snack on the ground with her tongue
All right.
hanging out.
Oh, so then she would run. Well, she can't run. She can only run that far to Snack for a dash, and that's that. There's-
Well, Evan Lotaro nudges your hand and looks over at Snack and presses the button.
Not now, Latara. And she's a friend. I told you no eating friends. And so he will. Well, he doesn't have any healing. Oh, but he has a good berry. So he's gonna
Yeah,
go.
Laura handed them out.
Well, but he can't get there. He'll get there next. I mean, he'll dash over there, and he'll dash, and then the next, you know.
How far up the side of the boat is it?
10 foot.
Alright, Calico will go up 10 foot. He doesn't have double movement because he's just walking, he's climbing.
Yeah, and he was prone.
And he has plenty of, no, oh, yeah, okay, so
You were
unprone.
prone. Yeah. So that cuts your movement down to 30.
I think I can still make it. Well, no, 30.
Unless you dash. Unless you dash. You're not.
Never
you're
mind.
Not, yeah.
Evan's standing there, so seeing Evan standing over her, he's more concerned about his ship, so he starts screaming at the crew to wash the acid off and make repairs.
Okay. Yeah, looking at the ship where the acid was spewed, you do see several holes in like leading down into the lower part of the deck.
Damn fish. This is what happens, men. I told you fishing wasn't a good idea.
Anything else from her? All right, so we could do this. We'll do that. Someone's going to heal her. I'm assuming someone's going to give her a good berry or Navala. All right, Navala, heal her. Heal the snack.
Let me put a.
Nice.
1 HP.
Better than nothing. All right. We are out of combat.
Oh, I'm gonna ask the crew how bad the damage to the ship is, if it can be repaired.
Well, the deck can be repaired. The hull's going to take a lot of repairs. It's taking. We're starting to take a little bit of water in.
Alfred can help. She's an experienced carpenter.
Yes.
Amongst other things.
And Halford looks around at the boys. Don't get any ideas. And
Alfred looks good with wood, I hear.
and do we have spare wood? Well, I guess if you want, you could, because you still have those
Also
other
the ironwood.
those other fairings. Also,
It's more accurate to say that she works with carpets.
Oh, God. All right, but I'm assuming
it'll
we
just
would
take us some downtime to
Yeah.
do repairs.
Yeah, it'll take it. I'd say a day to repair. Yeah, probably about a day to repair with all hands. I don't have anything for because we can kind of do a straight shot to Rockpike. We might do another water encounter because it's still a few days out. So yeah, we'll figure that out next time.
Yeah, I'll offer to do the recap for next time.
Ooh, all right.
Sus.
Recap.
Sus.
This is very
Sus.
sus.
She's
I
very
mean,
excited.
I discussed it with Grim today, and I thought I wanted to pick up my slack a little bit. Before anything sus happened, I discussed it with Grim.
What sus happened? Nothing sus happened today.
As long as everybody understands that Calico's account of these events are totally different.
I will point out, I fully expected, after you guys got the long rest and level up, I fully expected Laurel to go back and challenge Thorgrim again.
She might have had a better chance.
I fully expected it.
Yeah, especially because we ended up right back there.
Yeah, exactly. Like I threw it out there. I was like, let's see.
Okay. So, because I want to, we took in, the night of the sexcapades with Navala and Grim, that, the beginning of the next day after the sex is day 26 of Grim's Oath. And you said that this battle happens at the end of that day.
Correct.
Can you tell me what day we will start the next session at, so I can keep track of time? So you just said, so we're at the end of day 26, the end of the day we just fought this battle. You said it takes a day to repair. So that would be day 27.
So day 27 would be the day to repair. So day 28 you would get back out to sailing.
And is that where we're going to start the next session?
I don't know yet. I will let you know.
Oh, okay. Just let me know. Okay. Before next session then. Thanks.
And also, everyone, so you can make your own notations, y'all got a glory point for defeating Brandril.
Ooh.
Nice.
And we need more menagerie pets, because this is only 5 pets here, and we need more.
Calico has yet to require a pet. Although he does have like Hulda rats to circle him now.
True, but only for a certain time.
That's true. It's a limited time only.
Alright, so yeah, we are done for the day. I wonder what happened to Sketh, because he didn't say anything, and he just did not show like a chooch. But okay,
He's off protecting me.
he's off being a horse somewhere, who knows. Yeah, we are done. Yeah, we'll be back next week. Same time. Alright, stream, thank you for hanging out.
Take care,
that was fun.
With a Navala.
Hopefully y'all enjoyed it, and we'll be back next time with some more games. And until then, goodbye. Yeah, got our fireball, got our bean flicks, all that good stuff. Sus. Oh, I think I know what it is too. Yeah, I know what it is. Yeah.